I'm Tamara Holder, and this is Sports Court. When will people learn not to mess with UFC fighters? MMA fighter and UFC veteran Ryan Jensen may have a career in vigilante justice. After seeing his car broken into, he tracked down the perps and then brought them to the cops. No, he didn't fight them. He joins me now via Skype to tell his story. Welcome, Ryan. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
All right, so walk us through this. You noticed that your car was broken into outside of your wonderful MMA gym. You then notice that your credit card is stolen. You go online. You then go to the Walmart where the credit card was used, and you see them in the parking lot, and you just stop them. What stopped you from not punching them or tackling them?
I guess it was a moment of clarity. Probably on the right up there. That was definitely, I was thinking that's what was going to happen, but we ended up blocking the car in, and I ended up getting out of the car, banging on the window, and honestly, he started shuffling around. The car was full of all kinds of stolen merchandise and whatnot. He started shuffling around, and I honestly didn't know if he was going for a weapon, going for a gun, a knife. So I kind of stepped back a little bit. My car was blocking his car in. We called the police. They were on the way. He decided to get out of the car, and I'm guessing go into the store for his partner was using my credit cards in there. So
I just want to kind of go back a little. You said that you were having these thoughts when you were on your way there. I'm sure you were feeling anxiety and anger. What was that moment, that defining moment in the car that told you not to do that? Was it your family? Was it your career? Was it just your values?
It was a little bit of everything. I knew going into that situation that obviously I could handle myself fine. These guys were a couple of dirtbags. So,
well, it was a man and a woman, correct? It was a boyfriend-girlfriend team or something?
Yeah, man and woman.
We have their pictures up for the viewers. It looks like they're maybe under the influence of, I don't know, maybe some meth or something.
Yeah, it was meth. They were definitely, they found stuff in the vehicle. They were definitely tweaking out when I first came in contact with him, and he kind of popped out of the car and whatnot. He was pretty high. So. And
how do you feel about this, the defense, if you will, even though it's not a legal defense, the defense that they're addicted to drugs, they're doing these terrible things. Did you think about those things, that you feel bad for them or not?
No, I really didn't feel that bad. When we were watching the surveillance cameras at the gym, it was three of the instructors in here. And when they pulled my little Kylie, she's a 4-year-old little blonde girl. They pulled my daughter's, scooter out of the car. And once they did that, then you saw like 4 guys get really serious. Like it was on at that time. So, going up there, I didn't really know what was going to happen. Looking back on it, I'm glad that I didn't choose the violence way. I just didn't think that, 1, he didn't engage. 2, there's surveillance cameras everywhere, in those Walmart parking lots. So, the news article could have been way different. Right. It could have been, and UFC vet kills homeless guy trying to, steal money for his 8 kids or something. You know what I mean? So.
Right. And how do you feel now that this initial story has now received over 1 million views and it's really gone viral? The fact that MMA fighters are also in the news for negative things. You've actually saved the day here. You're a Batman in the MMA world.
Yeah, definitely. I think sometimes the fighters get a bad rap, but what it really comes down to is we're all martial artists, and training in martial arts for the last 22 years. There's a lot of great life lessons that I've learned,
And what's the lesson here before we wrap up? What is the lesson that you can teach other MMA fighters, or the lesson that you just learned yourself in this entire situation?
Something that I quote all the time is, 10% is what happens to us. 90% is how we react to it. So if we have a choice, the best gift that we have is the power to choose. And at that time, I chose not to go in and grab him, choke him out, put him on the ground, and do any of that stuff. And it was the right decision. You know, I have a business, I have a family. I don't know what these guys are going on. It was kind of a dumb idea even going into that because I didn't know if he was going to pull a gun or a knife. I mean, it could have wound up. He could have shot me pretty easily. You know what I mean? So,
well, you're safe. You're safe,
yep.
And the bad guys are in jail, and hopefully you also brought all of this other property back to their rightful owners. And, you know, we're here at Fox very happy for all that you've done. And thank you so much. So,
no, thank you.
Have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Sports Court is adjourned.